Hey, what's up, y'all? Been a minute since I sat down and did some videos, but I've been really impressed with what's happening with Nike right now. As much as people are talking about brands are taking market share from Nike, at this point in time right now, sales are beginning to trend back up for Nike. Obviously, back to school has a lot to do with it, but beyond back to school, there are models that they've created that were sluggish, but are now performing at a much better rate than they were before, and it has everything to do with the Olympics. So I'm bringing this Safari box out because the Air Max DN is one of those shoes that has seen an uptick in interest, and it's primarily because of this version right here, the Safari. Now, I can talk about this one and I can stick with that discussion, but this discussion is actually on Jordan brand and something that no one else really covered in sneakers. And because I haven't been doing a lot of writing lately, I've been super busy, I haven't been doing a lot of writing, I haven't seen anyone talk about the fact that in Paris, Jordan hosted a one-on-one tournament, and they had this really cool web page set up for it. But more important, they crowned these two hoopers as the best one-on-one hoopers at this tournament that they created. So they become the one. And if you remember Neo and the Matrix and the One, well, they have the Our Turn tournament. And the two people that won was Tatiana Griffin. She's 14, right here. You're looking right here to my side. And Steve Ba of France. Now, let me scroll down and see if we got a picture of Steve Ba. There he is, of France. And he won as well. Now, the cool thing about what Jordan Brand did here is during the Olympics, brands cannot advertise their athletes. So if you noticed, while you've been watching the Olympics, you haven't seen any brand commercials. So you haven't seen anything for the NBA players that are on the World Championship team, and I've just screwed that all up. But the Olympic team, you haven't seen anything for those guys. You haven't seen anything from New Balance on Gabby, or you haven't seen much from Adidas. But what Nike has done is they created activations. Now, the activation, the Our Turn tournament that you see over here, the pictures of Fat Joe and the different rappers that were at the event, and it says that Chris Paul was there, Zion Williamson, Spike Lee, but they've also rolled out the Jordan 39. And typically, you know, I'll do unboxings and stuff like that, but you notice on the top it says Air Jordan Type 39. I should hold it up and like do more things with it, but I am about to tell you something that I think is really intriguing, and it's really for the first time. There's little cues on the box. It's Nike Air here on the box. And this really is an unboxing. As a matter of fact, I'll go ahead and give you the FQ0213-001, and the color is black and sail. So it's the Jordan 39, right? And I keep calling it a low. There's no low on the box. I think Jordan Brand has begun to realize that a lot of the flagship shoes are no longer being considered cool enough to wear off the court. Now, let me scroll back up here. Tatiana's wearing the shoe here, and you don't see it a lot. I think a lot of the players got a chance to get this shoe beforehand. Now, it comes with a lace bag where you get these cream-colored laces. But unlike a lot of the older images, the Jordan 9, you can't really see it in this shoe. Now, I'm not sure, the Type 39, anytime you've had a Type series, this is one of the coolest features. Now, I'm moving that up. I hope you can see it because I got this so small. But it's a split screen, basically, of Jordan making his move to the basket. Now, if you remember, and that's on the inside of the bottom of the box, Jordan did not wear the 9 because he had retired. He retired. So he did not wear the 9. I'm thinking that they didn't take a lot of cues from the Jordan 9. As a matter of fact, I really want to look up the Jordan 9 while we're sitting here. I'm going to go back on this browser and just have this conversation with you guys. If you follow along, that's cool. Hopefully you appreciate what's happening here. But the fact that Jordan did this activation, right? And this activation in Paris allowed Jordan brand to be visible in a bigger way during the Olympics is an extremely smart thing on behalf of the brand, because you cannot advertise your athletes during the Olympics. That's just a rule. It's something that's there. So make sure, if you're not paying attention, you'll kind of recognize that, you know what? You don't see a lot going on. But here's what we need to know about this shoe. And I'm going to keep holding it up here. As a matter of fact, I'll put one down so I won't drop a bunch of stuff. I'll hold this here, and it says, studying Michael Jordan's cross step was the foundation for building Air Jordan 39, the next edition in the storied Air Jordan flagship line. The Air Jordan 39 features a new midsole combination of full-length Zoom X foam. It's a $200 shoe. So you got Zoom X, really one of the best cushioning systems that Nike has created. You've got Zoom X on here. And then you have a full-length Air Zoom, which you can actually see through the bottom of the shoe. So I don't know if you can see that really well, but you can see that Zoom Air all the way through the bottom of the shoe. Now, it's rooted in the motion and emotion of Michael Jordan's game. The shoe's design is created for the modern player dedicated to mastering basketball's most effective movements. The shoe was debuted by Paolo Banchero. So it was debuted during the 2024 NBA playoffs, but I didn't watch the Orlando Magic. So there's that. But I'm coming to it a little bit late. It debuted. It was not released. But this black version called the Lumiere, it's exquisite, man. It is really a nice shoe. And you got a full cage here molded to keep the Zoom X from being as kind of squishy as it is when you're running in it. So I run in the Zoom X foam. It does feel really good, but it's really squishy. So how do you keep that foam contained and directly underfoot? You cage it in this kind of TPU, right? So let's see what it says. The lightweight responsive foam has record-breaking performances in running, super shoe, full-length Zoom. It's interesting what they did. So the Nike Sports Research Lab, what they did with this shoe in a lot of the details is they've mirrored things. So on the tongue, you can't see it that great on this black shoe, but the 23 is reversed. Everything is reversed on the shoe. So it gives it basically this kind of mirror effect with the shoe. So you get almost like this really weird kind of cool effect. But one of the things I really do like about this shoe, I think it's wearable off the court. It's one of the few Jordan flagship models lately that's wearable off the court. So let me turn that phone off. You see a lot of cushion around the inside, and they talk about this as preventing chafing at the ankle. This is Michael Jordan's signature shoe. From the cushioning to the materials to the construction, everything about this shoe is pinnacle. Like I said, it's a $200 shoe. It's a beautiful shoe. And this is referencing, so the black one is one that I have here, size 13, my size. Referencing Paris's The City of Light. This black and white colorway is a nod to Parisian lights and the city skyline at nighttime. The Air Jordan 39 Lumiere releases August 6th. And today is the 6th. I'm dropping this video. But I just wanted to look at the fact that Jordan brand has the Air Jordan 39. It's, kid you not, the white and the black pairs are selling very well. Now, there's no broken sizes. If we go to the Nike site, let's see if they have a link to purchase it here on the site. And they don't even have a link to purchase it. But I'm going to go backwards here a couple of times until I can get back to this page and go back to the Jordan brand Our Turn tournament. And what I want to see is the District 23 and the one finals. And I'm going over here with Our Turn, Jordan brand. And this is where you see all of the information for Our Turn. Now, it took place over the course of the last few months, and athletes were able to compete one-on-one. And then they took a series of the players, a group of the players, over to Paris to compete in a one-on-one tournament. So Our Turn is just a really cool concept. I think I talked about it here before. But to see this shoe is to kind of look at what I think is a really good future for the signature model of the Jordan line. This is going to be wearable as a casual shoe later. Now, it would have been really interesting to see a Nike Air on here. But like I said, it doesn't reference the Jordan 9 the way many of the shoes that have released recently for the flagship model have done. I don't see a lot of those movements, a lot of those different design elements from the Jordan 9 here. But man, it's really interesting to see and kind of check out and think about. But I just wanted to talk about the tournament. If you didn't know about it, look into it. I'll put the link in the description. But that's it. I just wanted to give you a look at these shoes, man, and let you know that it has a mirrored effect. If you look at it and you're like, things are backwards on the shoe, it's intentional. It's intentional. And I think it looks really cool. And I think Jordan Brand did a really smart thing by focusing on the athletes the best way they can, because they can't market them. And what you'll see is on their news site, they are doing articles almost as if this is a flat out blog. They're highlighting their athletes and the gold medals that they win, but they are not promoting it and doing a lot on social media because they are not allowed to create ads that run during the event. I should double check and make sure that's changed, but that's it for now. Classic Jordan basketball is $200 because of the Zoom X, period. Zoom X and the running shoe makes the shoe $285, $270. So you get actually a takedown model. This is going to be one of the best performing running basketball shoes that you'll see. So when guys get this on their feet, it'll be interesting to see how they respond to this model. But this suede, and this is kind of like a textured material here. It's pretty cool. Pretty cool. See you guys on the next one. Peace.